What happens when the most dangerous man in the bloodline starts acting like he doesn't care whether the tribal chief survives or not? Because after everything we've seen over the last few weeks, WWE fans are starting to ask a question that seemed impossible just a month ago. Is Jacob Fatu secretly planning to betray Roman Reigns? And if he is, could Royce Keys and OTM already be part of the plan? For weeks, Jacob Fatu has stood beside Roman Reigns as one of the most feared members of the bloodline. He's been the enforcer, the destroyer, the weapon Roman could unleash whenever things got out of control. But recently something has felt different, and fans are beginning to notice. Welcome back to the Ringside Observer. I'm Kai. In this video, we're breaking down why WWE fans are suddenly questioning Jacob Fatu's loyalty, why Royce Keys and OTM have become a major threat to everyone on Raw, what happened during Roman Reigns' recent struggles, and why WWE could be building toward one of the most shocking bloodline betrayals we've seen in years. Grab some popcorn and get comfortable because we've got a lot of dots to connect before this one's done. Let's get into it. The biggest thing to understand is that Jacob Fatu has always been unpredictable. That's what makes him so dangerous. Unlike Roman Reigns, unlike Jey Uso, unlike Jimmy Uso, Jacob has never cared about politics. He doesn't care about leadership roles. He doesn't care about who gets acknowledged. He cares about one thing: respect. And that's exactly why recent events have become so interesting. Because many fans believe Jacob Fatu hasn't been getting the respect he deserves. The moment people keep going back to happen during that chaotic Raw segment involving Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and LA Knight. When everything started falling apart, Roman expected his family to stand together. Instead, Solo shocked everyone. LA Knight joined the chaos, and Roman suddenly found himself in trouble. Now here's the detail fans can't stop talking about. Jacob Fatu was standing right there, watching everything happen, watching Roman struggle, watching the situation collapse. And yet, he didn't intervene. He didn't rush to help. He didn't attack Solo. He didn't attack LA Knight. He simply stood there. For many fans, that moment felt strange, because this is Jacob Fatu we're talking about. The same man who normally destroys anyone who threatens his family. The same man who has built his reputation on violence and loyalty. So why didn't he act? That's where the speculation begins. Some fans believe Jacob was simply following Roman's orders. After all, Roman had already told him to stay out of the situation. That explanation makes sense, but others aren't convinced. Because Jacob doesn't exactly have a history of quietly standing by when emotions take over. Which brings us to Royce Keys and OTM. Their recent arrival changed everything. Royce Keys didn't come back looking for peace. He came back looking for revenge. And alongside OTM, he's made it very clear that nobody is safe. Not the Usos, not Solo Sikoa, not LA Knight, and certainly not the Bloodline. Their attacks have created complete chaos across Raw. But here's where things become really interesting. Many fans expected Jacob Fatu to be one of Royce Keys' biggest enemies. Instead, WWE has left the door open for something far more surprising. A potential alliance. Now let's be clear. There is currently no official evidence that Jacob Fatu has joined Royce Keys. Nothing has been confirmed, but wrestling fans have noticed something. Royce Keys needs a true leader. He needs someone capable of becoming the face of a dominant faction. And Jacob Fatu certainly fits that description. Think about it. Jacob brings credibility. Jacob brings intimidation. Jacob brings star power. And perhaps most importantly, Jacob brings a personal connection to Roman Reigns. That connection would instantly make the story more emotional. Imagine the scenario. Roman Reigns continues focusing on rebuilding the bloodline. The Usos remain loyal. The family starts moving forward. And then suddenly Jacob Fatu reveals he was never truly committed. That he felt overlooked. That he felt disrespected. That he believed Roman valued everyone else more than him. Now suddenly this isn't just another faction war. It's personal. And that's exactly the kind of storytelling WWE loves. Because betrayal always hits harder when it comes from family. The truth is that Jacob Fatu has every reason to feel frustrated. He's watched Roman elevate others. He's watched the Usos receive special recognition. He's watched leadership positions get handed out. Meanwhile, he's remained the weapon, the muscle, the man called upon whenever violence is needed. For some people, that's enough. For Jacob Fatu, maybe not. And that's why these rumors continue growing. Because fans can see the possibility. They can see the tension. They can see the frustration, and WWE has done nothing to make those questions disappear. In fact, they've done the opposite. They've encouraged people to wonder what's really going on. Could Jacob Fatu be planning something bigger? Could Royce Keys and OTM become his new family? Could Roman Reigns be heading toward another devastating betrayal? Right now, nobody knows for sure. But the possibility is becoming harder and harder to ignore. And if WWE decides to pull the trigger on that story, the fallout would be massive. Because Roman Reigns losing Jacob Fatu might hurt even more than losing Solo Sikoa. At least with Solo, the warning signs were obvious. With Jacob, the danger might be hiding in plain sight. That's what makes this situation so fascinating. And that's why fans can't stop talking about it. What do you think? Is Jacob Fatu secretly planning to betray Roman Reigns? Would joining Royce Keys and OTM be the right move? And if Jacob ever turns on the Bloodline, would it become the biggest betrayal of Roman Reigns' entire career? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, I've got one final question for you. If you were Jacob Fatu, would you stay loyal to Roman Reigns? Or would you build your own empire with Royce Keys and OTM? Let me know. Until next time, this is the Ringside Observer.